as a man that has been dating, from my own personal experience, you move different when you like a woman. You just do. There are certain women you will send flowers to, and there's certain women you send "Are you up?" text to. Any woman that's listening to this right now, you know the difference between a man that likes you and a man that like you like that. Period.
Okay.
He said that emphatically.
He did. I listened to even the things that you were talking about. I could like someone and not text them every day. These ideas that someone shows up full throttle out the gate isn't realistic in dating. I think someone can like you like that and not text you every day. I think someone can like you like that and not show up in certain ways because life is happening.
I don't agree with that.
I believe that if a man thinks about you on a daily basis, that man is also going to send you a text. A lot of women are they're leading when it comes to dating now.
I mean, I think a lot of these men ain't that interested in women to begin with, but that's a whole nother topic.
See,
That's what
there you go.
I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is, just as a dater, as a man that has been dating, from my own personal experience, you move different when you like a woman. You just do. There are certain women you will send flowers to, and there's certain women you send "Are you up?" text to. There's two different women, and it's based off of how you like them and how you view them. And for one woman, because you're inspired to, she piques your interest enough, this is the woman that you will pursue. This is why a lot of times women are confused how a man can be in a relationship for 5 years and never propose to her.
And then propose to
a next girl in 6 months. It's just a different level of like. And what I was just imploring women to do is to find a man that like you enough. The things that you are desiring, that you want, that you expect when a man actually likes you to that level, it doesn't feel like you're begging him. When you gotta beg a man for quality time, that man don't like you like that.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. The video was saying like that. He may like you. He may have some feelings towards you. He might fuck with you a little bit. But like you like that is different.
Okay.
And here's the
This guy is definitely pandering to women. He is pandering to women. In 2025, it's not going to be the male that's going to be the problem in a lot of these relationship situations, possibly the courting phase. It's going to be women. Women, the thing about it, the guys that he's talking about that are even able to ignore a chick who's still possibly buzzing her down, those are going to be the guys that's already been chosen by the woman. Most guys don't even get that opportunity. They don't even get that far down the line. Most guys get ignored out in public, don't get a number. If they do get a number, they might not get a call back. They don't get to a first date. So the ultimate position, power still lies in the woman's hand to choose exactly who she wants to be with. But sometimes they choose wrong. They end up just choosing the guy that might be more fun. They have that fun. And then they're wondering, why isn't he committing to me? Why hasn't he proposed yet? Why is he not texting me good morning, this and that? You chose the bad boy. You want the bad boy, you get bad boy results.
thing. Lastly, any woman that's listening to this right now, you know the difference between a man that likes you and a man that like you like that. Period.
Okay.
He said that emphatically.
He did. I mean, I guess
Then he smiled
because
like a kid.
I listened to even the things that you were talking about. I could like someone and not text them every day. You saying like if he don't text you every day, he don't like you like that. Like, I mean, I think to me, these ideas that someone shows up full throttle out the gate isn't realistic in dating. I know that, I'm not new to dating. You're a little new to dating. To me, those expectations of someone showing up that hard out the gate is not realistic. I think in 2025, especially with the dating apps, the swiping, most people are dating multiple people at the same time. We all have jobs, we have lives, and sometimes I could go from texting all my niggas in one day and nobody get a text the next day. It doesn't mean.
See, what she's saying is true on the woman's side. Most women are dating multiple people at the same time. It's not going to be guys. But I'll tell you this, it's not the guys that can't reciprocate the energy that I want to make sure you're okay. It's the women. Most of these women don't want to be bothered. That's who it is. They don't want to be checked up on. They don't want to be kept. It's going to be the guys who's going to be sending these texts. Hey, how you doing? Just wanted to check up on you, see how your day is going. Men don't have a problem with that. But like hearing out her mouth, I know this is her, but it's a lot of women that feel exactly how she feels. Most of them do not want to be kept. They just want to live the freedom to say that I can do what I want to do. I don't need to respond to you. I don't need to listen to you. I am who I am. I'll respond when I feel like it.
I like them any less.
Well, so
I think we have unrealistic expectations in terms of intimacy and dating relationships that make it all this like that narrative that someone doesn't like you because they're living life or because maybe they're going through something. Or I think someone can like you like that and not text you every day. I think someone can like you like that and not show up in certain ways because life is happening.
I don't agree with that.
I said in the video,
Yes.
it was a question. It said, do you think a man that can't go a day without thinking about you would also go a day without texting you? So
No.
Do you believe that?
He wouldn't.
I believe that if a man thinks about you on a daily basis, that man is also going to send you a text on a
Every
daily
time
basis.
you've
For
thought
sure.
about somebody, you've texted them?
If I'm with a woman I like enough that she dominates my thinking on a daily basis, she will get a text message from me on a daily basis.
Okay.
Period. There is no way I'm going to think about her. And what I mean by think about it,
Okay.
I'm thinking about, damn, man, I really wish we could have hung today. Or damn, I'm thinking about your smile.
Okay.
Or damn. And so when that thought comes in your head, a man that likes a woman is just going to send whatever that little quick thought is.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish you was here. Or how's your day going? Because I'm wondering about it. I'm wondering how your day. So I'm not going to wonder about it and then my hands not be moved to send a 3-second text. Maybe I don't got all day to talk.
Right.
Maybe I ain't got all day to go back and forth. But if I thought about you, I want you to know I thought about you because it's important for me to let you know that. So what I'm saying is, if you ain't found a man that can't go a day without thinking about you,
I would just say allow a man some time. Jason, how long did it take you?
Let me say this real quick. I think women are choosing the wrong type of guys. If they're with a guy that's not responding to them, here's the thing about it. There's a lot of guys that love to respond to women. They don't like it, but they pick the ones that don't do it and they expect for him to do it. It's all based on who the woman chooses.
And your wife to get to the place where y'all were texting every day? Or was that kind of out the gate? I know she used to date your friend. I know it was tricky. I can't remember the whole story about how you and your wife got together. It's a little tricky. But how long, and I'm only saying this because as we're dating, I think it's not healthy to assume that a man has to show up that way out the gate. So how long did it take you to actually get to a place where you was hitting?
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm sorry. I know they talking, but she has on a shirt that says, "Dare to resist white supremacy." Hold on. To resist white supremacy and violence against black bodies. Why are you wearing a shirt like that and you literally got an iHeart podcast logo on your microphone? Like, who you think cutting your checks or cutting your sponsorships? See, this is that weird behavior that I do not understand, how people try and promote one thing, but then they still doing business with the same people that you fighting against, I guess. This is weird behavior, man. I'm sorry to even input this because this is not what this video is about, but let's continue.
Your now wife every day.
Yeah, I mean, I would say pretty quickly. I don't disagree with Ace is saying. Like, I think he's on point. Your behavior changes for somebody you like versus somebody who, you have an interest in. You know what I mean? Like when you generally like somebody, you activate against it. Even the texting is sort of like I wonder what you're doing when you're not with me because I want to be with you. So it's like, what are you doing? Where you at?
So without all, is there a clear way to find out if a nigga like you like that or not?
I think from the beginning.
Yeah.
From the beginning, a woman should know if he like you like that or not. Before sex,
so.
before
I'll give you a story.
Oh, I love story time.
It is, like I said, I think some men categorize. So there are certain women, and I would say the majority of the women in my life that I've met fit inside this category.
Okay.
Which is when it's convenient for me. You know, I got stuff to do.
Okay.
I'll hit you back when I can.
Yep.
There's certain women, you make the time for.
You make time for it. Okay.
There's certain women when you meet, you lock eyes, the vibe is so right that the very next week, even if y'all live in separate places, how can we make this link happen?
Okay.
It's a certain energy that a man can respond to. And let me tell you why. And this is just speaking from my situation or people in my scenario. I think enough men have fumbled quality women to not allow that to happen again.
Okay.
So when you find somebody that's right, you say, you know what, I can't half step because that pain I went through half-stepping with that girl I actually like, and now she with a nigga that's actually bringing energy, you like, that's not gonna happen again. So something as simple as being consistent with text messaging. You know what I'm saying? Something as simple as, and what I mean is,
I'm gonna say this real quick. In 2025, bro, most guys can't even text like they want to. You can't even text a female like you want to, because if you do it too much, you're gonna be looked at as a weirdo. So all that, you know, if you really like her like that, bro, do she even like you like that? See, we still basing this upon if the like is strong enough on her side, the way she even accepting your messages. Most guys don't get to that point to where she's accepting your messages. She's ignoring you. She don't appreciate you. So I think that's what Ace is not even hitting on. He just speaking on the guys that possibly have gotten past that first text or into that, you know, that realm of texting with a female, but she's already accepted his text messages. But for the other guy out there who's still trying to figure it out, bro, these women ain't listening to him. She's not trying to respond to that guy.
Indicator.
And I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
The key metric in seeing if somebody likes you, and this goes vice versa, is if they're willing to reciprocate that energy.
That is true.
And what I'm finding is, and that's why I made this video, I know we're moving a little bit, the goalpost, is a lot of women they're leading when it comes to dating now. They're initiating a lot of the text messages.
Is that a problem? Because I'm only asking you that because I'm an initiator. Like, if I'm out and I see a guy that looks good, I'm shooting my shot. I don't mind letting a guy know that I'm interested.
Yeah, that's fine. But when I mean leading and dating, I mean you are asking him when we're hanging out. You are, hey, you ain't took me out in a while.
Okay.
You're doing a whole bunch of that. If you start to do a whole bunch of that,
he don't want
to. He don't really like you like that. Now, it's not meaning that he can't grow to like you like that, but you have to, as that woman that's dating, you have to say, you know what, I'm willing to take this gamble. And you can't, if you see those signs, you can't then now blame him later on when this man is saying with his energy and his effort that, hey, I don't really like
that
you
interested.
Yeah, I ain't that interested.
I think that's a woman batting out of her league, because if she literally has to even ask a guy that lets you know she in a whole nother league that she probably don't need to be in. But guess what? Women still want the best, the creme de la creme, top of the food chain. You want those guys, opposed to the guys that's probably best for you. You want the guys that's not going to give you no attention. Why do you think all the good guys got to now become the bad boys?
I mean, I think a lot of these men ain't that interested in women to begin with, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm just saying. I think men like to have sex with women. I don't think they like women, but that's another topic for another day. Especially living here in goddamn Atlanta.
And can I say one more thing? And listen, I'm speaking for myself. So for all the fellas that are listening, if this don't apply to you, it don't apply to you.
Let it fly.
Oftentimes that man only has the bandwidth to really, really like one woman at a time. Like that. And what I mean is, that man can entertain multiple women, but he really likes one. And so the energy he's not giving you is because his bandwidth with giving that type of energy is somewhere else.
Is that man thing or human thing? Because I feel like I could right now, I like 4 people about the same. One I like the most because he's been around the longest, but I like all 4.
I agree. I'm saying that's why I said my specific thing.
Your
I'm
thing.
saying
you can only like one person
like that. When it's like, okay, good mornings, texting, calls, FaceTime, trips, date. Like for me, I can only do one person like that with that type of energy. But that doesn't mean I can't entertain other people. It's just I don't have the bandwidth.
See, that's the part where women don't understand. Like,
is it equal percentage for
what do you mean?
For the 4 gentlemen that you are,
my 4 boyfriends?
Is it 25-25? Who's giving which one of the 4 is giving?
Right now, well, because they all long distance. They all getting the same energy.
Oh, they all long distance.
They all long distance. Ain't nobody local.
They all getting you up text.
They all not you up, because what am I going to do if they up? If they all getting good morning, good night. They getting phone calls. They getting FaceTimes. They're getting
But 1 out of the 4.
They all getting the same picture.
Piques your interest in here where it counts.
Can I fight back on that?
Go for it.
I believe in her instance, speaking from a woman's perspective. I'm not a woman, but I'm just giving you an observation, because women in dating typically are receivers. It's easier to receive the energies from 4 different men equally, because oftentimes they tend to be the initiators. What I'm saying is, from a man that has to be a giver to have to be that initiator, it's hard to initiate 4 different ways.
That makes sense.
To a level to where she would think that she's special. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the
way I'm telling everybody, my birthday coming up, I better feel special.
And if she's
they know
aware
they
that
gotta
you're
give.
outside, so to speak.
So listen, let me tell you this. Let me tell you how there is only one girl, a man, in my opinion, for myself, has the bandwidth to answer her calls no matter what. Right? Because for that woman, if you're with another woman, if she's with you, you can't pick up the other girl's calls. But if you're with the other girls, you can pick up her call.
Okay.
You can walk out, you can do whatever. Cause you like whatever. But like there's only one woman a man can just drop everything and pick up her calls for. You can't have multiple.
Unless they all know about each other.
And we not doing
all,
that.
all my boyfriends know about each other. I love that.
What type of relationship is she in? That's some coquetry. Yo, that is strange. I'm gonna be honest, but he made a good point there. But that's why for a guy giving energy to multiple women is very draining. But for them giving it to her, she just feels special. She is the exact same thing as guys constantly trying to hit her up, her getting that attention and validation. So it's not gonna be the same. So that's why she's not understanding why he's saying that he can only deal with one specifically at a time to give that attention to, opposed to her dealing with 4. She ain't gotta do no work. They still pursuing her. That's what women don't really understand. They don't have to pursue at that point. It's always going to be guys trying to chase them. So she has to put in no effort. So that's why she feel like she's getting the best of the best situation. It's horrible.
All of them know about each other. So
I'm just speaking to the archetype of open daters without being that transparent.
Oh, well, the archetype is interesting. Fuck my type, not my type. We're talking types. Where we want to go first, Jason? Do we want to get into Aisha Curry or do we want to start Summer Walker?
I think
we're gonna end it right there. We're gonna leave it right there. Ace started out pandering to women. He started out pandering, man, with the whole, if they like you more, they'll do this. If they like you a whole bunch. First of all, most guys can't even get in the door like that. So to sit right here and say that a woman is just automatically going to, or a guy should just automatically do the most for a female, most guys do. Women just don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate you coming in trying to relieve stress from them. Or if they do appreciate it, they're gonna try and use you. You know, guys are in a real difficult point right now. But women are usually always in the power position when it comes to dating in 2025 because guys are pursuing them at a high rate. The ugly ones, the attractive ones, they're all getting pursued at a very high rate. So women are getting so much influx of attention that we're not gonna sit right here and play the game that, oh, if a guy don't like you like that, then, you know, if he likes you, he's going to hit you up more often. If he don't like you, he ain't hitting you up like that. No, you know exactly who you choose, man. You know the guy that's really on you and the guy that's just like, he really don't like me. Or, you know, he trying to put you on a roster. But guess what? Y'all like that guy. Y'all usually like the bad boy. I hate to say it. That's really a lot of y'all own doing. Until you get past that, maybe change your type up. Start getting a little bit more grounded to what's really probably best for you opposed to what you just want to have fun with. Then y'all will start realizing that. But until then, dating gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be very difficult. People gonna make it difficult, male and females. Sometimes things can be a little bit easier than what we make it, but that's really it, man. I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this. I'll make sure I link this in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Mandy B sometimes is a rough watch, just being honest, but shout out to her regardless. Y'all like the video, comment below. This is JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.